On the live stream, live on the live stream, live at Casa Ruby. Welcome to Monday, our live stream, Ashes to Rubies, where we talk about life and recovery and beyond, and beyond,
And beyond?
and beyond,
What's
beyond life of recovery.
What's beyond?
I don't know.
Like it's been 15 years and there's
We're
no
still,
beyond.
yeah,
We're still
okay. By recovery, we
talking
mean
about
the
recovery.
spiritual life. Is my breath okay? I feel like it's
I didn't
not.
notice it.
Okay, I don't want to punish you today.
Now I'll have to notice it.
I'm sorry. Like when you have bad breath, you just breathe in a bit, like while you're talking. I heard you have something to get off your chest.
I have no idea what that means.
Ah, okay.
You heard that, eh? Something to get off my chest. What is that?
I don't know. I've just seen what you're going to do with that. Maybe you did, and you're like, "Oh, finally, somebody like asked." What was?
I don't even know what that means, though. What does
No,
that
like
mean?
when something's on your chest, it's like I just want to get it off. Like I'm carrying this burden, this weight. I've just seen what you're going to do with it. Maybe you had something on your chest. I don't know. I was just seeing what would happen.
Literally talk every day, all day. You think I could have been carrying something?
Probably not. What was your favorite part of our little trip away?
The aquarium.
The aquarium?
Mm-hmm.
There were so many things that happened on our trip away. We got to pray for people. We got to connect in weird spiritual experiences with people.
Weird?
Yeah. Just like the odds were very small that we met certain people and had circumstances, and it was really encouraging. But yeah, I think the aquarium was my favorite part. The tunnel in the aquarium. Mm-hmm. Man, Toronto was fascinating. And the CN Tower was really cool. Like it was like a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? Like it was like we went up there and it's like, okay, let's take pictures. Cool. The aquarium was this never-ending aquatic experience. And I'm not, you know me in museums, it's like, okay, let's keep going on. But we sat watching a fish tank for an hour?
Yeah.
Just watching the fish.
I was grateful that there was some chairs so we could spend some time there.
Yeah, that was great. And I would say there were some good food experiences. From Chick-fil-A to the hotel restaurant that was, I don't even know what the price was because it was free.
We didn't get a bill. That was the weirdest thing, to not get a bill.
I wish I could walk through life like that. Like if I, the genie in the bottle, I think one of my wishes, if I had 3, one of them would be I never get charged for food or gas. Like you just pull up to the gas tank, and you pump your gas. Maybe. Imagine that, the freedom.
In case you weren't listening last week, I won a trip to Toronto.
Winners. Gagnon right there on Instagram.
To the island airport.
Billy. What is it called?
Billy Bishop Airport.
And they have a mascot for the airport. A raccoon.
Walked under the lake in a tunnel. Stayed at a hotel for free. Ate for free. Went to the CN Tower for free. Went to the aquarium. There was a few other places we could have gone, but that felt like effort.
Yeah, so it was a nice little getaway.
Someone in the hospital.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was great. Great trip. A little reset. The hardest part of the day has already been accomplished. I worked out. I was like, I knew last night the hardest thing that I will face today is waking up.
Yeah.
And I did it. I woke up and I did a little workout. Can you tell?
No.
Am I looking buffer?
No. Just kidding.
I'm not looking buffer. All right. Buffer is a state of mind. Good morning, Jason. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, everybody that's joining us. We are going to enter into our contemplative meditation. So we're going to take an idea out of this reading and take it throughout the day. All right. December the 13th. This book is almost over. The calendar, the pug calendar that I got you. I think one of the favorite presents that I've got you last year was the pug calendar.
Don't buy me one this year.
The pug was dead. But I still want the spirit of the pug to live on. Oh, One of my highlights while we were away, I got to pet 2 pugs. I'm that guy. I feel creepy myself while I'm doing it. I'm like, hi, excuse me, sir. Can I touch your pug? I have never met like a anal or a stuck up pug owner. I've never met that person. Until I do, then I'll probably continue to ask people to touch their pugs. And
when a special child grown child man comes running over and wants to pet your pug, like who's going to say no?
But
you do look special when you do that.
Thank you. I feel special, but I don't care. And you're like walking away. You're like, oh my goodness. And then I always show them our pug. Pass. Then I show him our pug in the I'm like, and I'm like,
you like to show people our dead pug.
And he died, and then they're like, oh. I'm like, I don't want people
He's
to
feel... He's on a day pass. He's harmless, though.
I don't want people to feel my pain. Like, I'm not trying to get people to share my pain with me. But I'm like...
You just want them to know that you know the love of a pug.
I know the love of a pug and the pug glitter and the tongue and, like, the big eyes and,
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite present that I bought you was the pug calendar that you rip off. Because it like doubles down as note paper. And we use it all the time. Grocery list, my work list, my to-do list. Oh, those rip-off calendars. They don't make one for a miniature pincher. You know why? Because no one's proud of their miniature pincher. All right.
We're all embarrassed of the behavior of our miniature pincher.
I know. No one wants that calendar to remind them. Oh.
All right. Reading. December 13th.
Let us imagine a person coming into the Al-Anon 12-step program, despairing and confused by the havoc wrought by alcoholism. She finds warm friendship from people willing to share their time, thought, and experience with her. She gets Al-Anon literature and studies it. Finally, she learns how to achieve serenity in the midst of turmoil. Her life gets better. Much has been done for her in the 12-step program, the 12-step fellowship. She has an obligation. Has she an obligation to the group, to the fellowship, and to the newcomer who need help? ? The obvious answer is yes. The real answer is no. She is not required to pay back in kind for any of the benefits she has had. Her only obligation is to herself. She owes herself the continued growth she will derive from giving to others what she has received. Beautiful. Today's reminder: sharing enriches my life. Even when I serve the group as an officer or do the small chores at a meeting, it is wholesome therapy. I have a need to comfort and guide the troubled newcomer because it gives me new insight into my own still faulty attitudes. Quote of the day: at no point in my life will I achieve perfection. There will never be a time when I will need, there will never be a time when I will not need the joy of satisfaction of helping others. So this reading is about the debt that I owe, but it's not really owed. I get to do it. So what I've been freely given, and through the process of recovery, through the 12 steps, however you do it, you could do that through LifeLab or any 12-step fellowship. The whole point of that is to lead me into a relationship with God. And then I grow in my relationship with God. And out of that, I help others. And it's kind of like that concept of paying it forward. There's no real like payback plan. Like, it's not like, okay, you've done this with me, and so I'm going to do it with 4 other people. Like the pyramid thing. There's no payment program like that, but due to the relationship that I get to have with God, then out of that relationship, I want to pass it on. I want to pay it forward. There's no real obligation. I remember people, when I first got into recovery, they were doing everything for free. Like, they came down to the homeless shelter, they put on a meeting, they did all this stuff. And I'm like, don't they have jobs? Like, they're all retired. I get it. Like, they got nothing better to do, but it's not true. And they did so much effort. It was like this part-time job they all had. And then I realized that they were just so excited that they had something that rescued them from a homeless shelter. Right. And now they want to pass it on or pay it forward. So they're motivated by God's love, and they have a valuable message. that holds weight and depth that's going to change somebody's life.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I like how it says it's not about perfection. And that there's like never a time that I don't need to be helping others. I'm not going to get to a place where I'm like, well, I'm good now. I can just be self-centered.
Yeah. I paid it. The payment program is back. I think there's interest, and the interest that we keep paying back is actually improves my spiritual contact with God. I know that some people can get into the habit of like, well, I pay it forward by, I saw this article and it said the number one service activity in the 12-step program was, what do you think it was? Putting away chairs. And then the second one was coffee. The fifth one was meeting with sponsees.
Oh,
I know. That's horrible.
Sorry, where did you see this article?
It was in a Primary Purpose magazine.
Oh.
And I was like, they were just talking about what really service work is. And that's giving somebody a message that's transformed your life, not making coffee. I think making coffee, that guy is important, but that shouldn't be the top service job. If I truly have had this experience, then I want to be able to pass it on.
Yeah.
And the more I get to pass it on, the more excited I get about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super stuff. What does that look like in your life? The meditation today is, am I paying it back? Am I paying it forward? There's no obligation to, but am I motivated to do this free work for others that was freely given to me? What does that look like in your life? Thank you, Janet. Thank you for following. Jason, have a great day. You guys go crush Monday. We will see you tomorrow. Keep the peace. Be of good behavior.